Is it time to buy or sell Apple stock? In this video, we will explore Apple in detail. Our initial report was published on our website on Thursday, the 26th of June, 2025, and now we are here to provide you with a more comprehensive analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analyses. You don't want to miss any crucial updates that could impact your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool, powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered as financial advice. Since the 20th of May, 2025, our system has classified Apple as a sell candidate, assigning it a score of -2.61. Now, let us examine the stock's performance during this time frame. The stock has experienced a decline of -2.83%. This equates to an average daily loss of -0.11% since it was designated as a sell candidate. The stock is currently positioned within a broad and declining trend in the short term, with indications that further declines are likely. The present 3-month trend suggests a potential decrease of approximately 2.6% over the coming 3 months, with possible returns ranging from -18.81% to +1.71%. Examining the longer-term outlook, our 12-month analysis predicts a projected decline of around 8.36%. According to our calculations, the stock's performance could fluctuate between -23.63% and +13% over the next year. In practical terms, this would place the future price within the range of $153.51 to $227.12. Our latest daily update for Apple includes the headline, "Red Day on Thursday for Apple stock," after losing 0.278%. The Apple stock price fell by 0.278% on the last day, Thursday, the 26th of June, 2025, from $201.56 to $201. During the last trading day, the stock fluctuated 1.59%, reaching a day low of $199.44 and a day high of $202.62. The price has risen in 6 of the last 10 days and is up by 1.12% over the past 2 weeks. Volume increased on the last day by 11 million shares, although this was accompanied by falling prices. This may serve as an early warning, indicating a slight increase in risk over the next couple of days. In total, 50 million shares were traded, amounting to approximately $10 billion and $70 million. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest stock price reached was $260.10, while the lowest was $169.21. Currently, the price is 22.72%, or $59.10 below the 52-week high of $260.10, which is also the all-time high for the stock. Apple has announced significant updates to its developer policies in the European Union, driven by compliance requirements under the European Union's Digital Markets Act. These changes were crucial for Apple to avoid a hefty fine of approximately $585 million. The new rules involve a complex system of fees and are designed to eliminate commercial barriers, allowing customers to utilize alternative payment systems outside the App Store. While this compliance may help Apple evade immediate financial penalties, the long-term implications could affect its business model and revenue from the App Store, potentially influencing its stock price. Additionally, JP Morgan has reduced its price target for Apple stock due to what they perceive as increasing challenges for the company. This downgrade, combined with regulatory pressures, creates a murky outlook for investors, which could lead to volatility in the short term. Apple's expansion into its services business, reporting over 1 billion paid subscribers, reflects its strategy to diversify its revenue streams. However, the complexity of its App Store fee structures and ongoing regulatory scrutiny will likely challenge profit margins moving forward. An emerging partnership with the artificial intelligence startup Perplexity may indicate a strategic shift to strengthen Apple's competitive position, particularly amid regulatory scrutiny that affects its relationship with Google. However, analysts remain cautious about the potential benefits of such a move, suggesting it could be more of a defensive strategy. As these developments unfold, Investors should stay alert to how these regulatory hurdles and strategic shifts impact Apple's financial health and stock performance in both the short and long term. Analyst ratings. On Tuesday, June 24, 2025, it was reported that Barclays assigned Apple a grade of underweight with a hold action. On Friday, June 13, 2025, it was reported that Morgan Stanley assigned Apple a grade of overweight with a hold action. On Tuesday, June 10, 2025, it was reported that Citigroup assigned Apple a grade of buy with a hold action. On Monday, June 9, 2025, it was reported that Wedbush assigned Apple a grade of outperform with a hold action. On Sunday, June 1, 2025, it was reported that UBS assigned Apple a grade of buy with a hold action. Analysts have assigned Apple stock a general neutral rating. They assess the price-to-earnings ratio as sell and the price-to-book ratio as strong sell. However, for return on investment, the analysts award the stock a strong buy rating. The following signals have been identified for Apple. There are mixed signals in the stock today. The Apple stock holds a buy signal from the short-term moving average. However, the long-term average indicates a general sell signal. Since the long-term average is above the short-term average, this creates a more negative forecast for the stock. If the stock experiences further gains, it will encounter resistance from the long-term moving average at $202.10. Conversely, if the stock declines, it will find some support from the short-term average at $199.65. A breakout above the long-term average will trigger another buy signal, while a drop below the short-term average will introduce an additional sell signal, reinforcing the overall bearish sentiment. A sell signal was issued from a pivot top point on Thursday, May 1, 2025, and since then, the stock has fallen by 5.78%. Further declines are expected until a new bottom pivot is established. Volume increased alongside falling prices yesterday, which may serve as an early warning, suggesting that the stock should be monitored more closely. Additionally, there is a buy signal from the 3-month Moving Average Convergence Divergence, or MACD. Here are some other signals you might find interesting. Moving Average Convergence Divergence, buy signal. Pivots, sell signal from 39 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal from 56 days ago. Short-term moving average, buy signal from 6 days ago. Long-term moving average, sell signal from 26 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages indicated a buy signal 22 days ago. If we examine the 12-month chart, we observe short moving average, buy signal from 6 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal from 78 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages indicated a buy signal 73 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us if you wish to discover more signals. Support, risk, and stop loss for Apple. Apple finds support from accumulated volume at $198.85. This level may present a buying opportunity, as an upward reaction is likely when the support is tested. Generally, the stock exhibits controlled movements, and due to good liquidity, the risk associated with this stock is considered very low. Over the last day, the stock experienced a movement of $3.18 between its high and low points, equating to 1.59%. In the past week, the stock has shown an average daily volatility of 1.77%. Before we dive into the potential trading levels for Apple, let's briefly discuss some essential fundamental data. First, consider the price-to-earnings ratio, often referred to as the PE ratio. This important metric assesses a company's current share price in relation to its earnings per share. A PE ratio in this range is typically considered normal, particularly for companies with established track records or stable revenues. In other news, the upcoming earnings report for the second quarter of 2025 is anticipated on the 7th of August, 2025. Analysts' consensus estimates stand at $1.41. It's important to monitor these figures as they can have a significant influence on stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for Apple. In case of an upward trend, the first resistance level for Apple is at $202.52. If you do not own any shares, you may want to wait for this level to be breached before entering a position. For those already holding the stock, this could be a level to consider for swing trading. On the downside, Apple encounters its first support level at $198.85. If this support level holds, it could be a good entry point, anticipating a rebound. The combined average rating for Apple from multiple analyst sources is neutral. Let's take a look at some recent insider trades. On the 12th of May, 2025, Chris Kondo conducted an insider sale of 4,486 shares of common stock. On the 23rd of April, 2025, Kevin Parekh conducted an insider sale of 4,570 shares of common stock. On the 15th of April, 2025, Kevin Parekh conducted an insider sale of 5,111 shares of restricted stock units. On the 15th of April, 2025, Kevin Parekh conducted another insider sale of 5,817 shares of restricted stock units. On the 15th of April, 2025, Kevin Parekh also conducted an insider purchase of 16,458 shares of common stock. Based on the 100 most recent insider trades, we've calculated the insider power to be negative with a ratio of negative 18.859. Overall, insiders purchased 1,389,288 shares and sold 1,992,668 shares in the last 100 trades. We currently hold a negative evaluation for this stock, and there is no stop loss in place. Is Apple stock a good buy? Currently, Apple displays several negative indicators, leading us to believe that its performance will remain weak over the next few days or weeks. Thus, we maintain a negative outlook on this stock. After examining the volatility and movements from the last trading day, our analysis suggests that the current price is undervalued. For trading on Friday, the 27th of June, we anticipate Apple will open higher by approximately 1.67 cents and begin trading at $201.02. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money, and it is essential to consult a financial advisor before making any purchases or sales of securities. Your investment decisions should not be solely based on information from StockInvest.us. By utilizing this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the stock. Do you agree or disagree? We invite you to comment below and share your thoughts. What is your target for the stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day from all of us here at Stock Invest.